you rewatch this. Warlock.
The Warlock gets grabbed up by EG.
Lockdown.
Pretty big surprise there, huh, guys? Warlock.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
casting Europe region just makes me like think everybody's just gonna pick like SD Luna every single game for some reason. It's just like throwing me off.
Luckily, NA went off that a while
Yeah,
ago.
dude. We don't have to worry about that. I don't think this game.
Just Warlock.
10
Just Warlock.
seconds remaining.
So Jab's middle. How good is he?
5
He captains.
seconds remaining.
He drafts, but he plays middle.
Plays a lot of Timber mid.
He's the man.
Man,
With a name like Jabs, you got to be pretty badass, I'd say.
he should capitalize the Z in his name.
Oh.
I think that'd make him look a little danker.
Yeah, Nuts has the capital Z going.
Yeah.
Speaking of
could all
badass
kinda-
names.
Why not, right?
Jabs is a relatively new guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of him before. I think it's really cool to see guys like this step up to the plate, become drafters, and kind of take control of their team.
There you
So-
go.
Timber.
Like
Yeah.
Ramses is drafting for VP.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Like all those other guys on the team have so much experience and have been around forever. Solo was a captain for an entire year last year.
That means, like, to earn the respect of all four, to be like, okay, we're going to listen to what you say or what you draft, and we're going to go with it. That's
I think it's smart as
that's
a
big
team.
feat.
Except
Like, as a
except for
team
Lil's
together.
hero,
Yeah.
apparently. They said that Lil kind of just says like, I want to play these 3 heroes, and he's like, all right, I guess this is what we'll give you.
That's just Lolo.
It's
Lil's
just
kind
little
of a
things.
specialist, you
Little
know.
things.
He's that specialist in the
But
group.
10
It's true. It's like a whole
remaining.
team. It's nice to have like a young guy come in because he gives you like new ideas, right? You always want
5
fresh
seconds
ideas. You don't want to stick with the same stuff all the time.
The new meta. Seems like very Wings-esque with that Timbersaw Rubik.
Yep.
And then,
And that's exactly what they did in other games.
yeah, and then the VP picked the Batrider second pick after they saw that Timbersaw. So
Cool.
Yeah, keep like a lot of magic damage already opened up from the first 2 picks, so Timber already gets nullified a little bit from that.
here's Ice. Glad to see him back on the
10
scene.
seconds remaining.
Didn't see him at TI, unfortunately.
That was really sad.
Yeah, it's
5
a
seconds
he's a player
remaining.
that's been around forever, and it's last year wasn't a great year for him. So nice to see him back on a team that he feels comfortable with, back playing with his
Turn to bat.
good buddy Black.
Do you think Ice plays some of his best Dota when he's on a team he can like have fun with, or is he just, he's a guy who can play good no matter what team he's on?
I've heard he's a pretty serious player, so I don't think fun is the thing. I think he just needs to be in a team that
10
is
seconds
together
remaining.
and wants to win. So that's a pretty vague description,
5
but
seconds remaining.
Winning
A
is
team that
good,
wants
though.
to win.
It's true.
We'll see what kind of competitive drive if they make a first impression. I mean, Virtus Pro made a huge first impression yesterday with their game 1, so
Yeah.
Faceless may be trying to do a bit of the same here.
This is kind of a cool ban. The AA Faceless has been, at least with Rubik, they pick it a lot. They also just pick it whenever there's like any like type of heals. They pick the AA just to be able to nullify that a bit in the 3rd, 4th, and it's just like a Rubik AA is like an old school combo that people always run.
Does
Yeah.
it give away anything else? Like, EG want to get something that AA is typically good against? I don't know.
Definitely.
Alk slash
Alk and Husk.
whatever.
Could be a
Husk.
mind game kind of thing. Yeah, ban AA and then puts it in their mind like, oh,
Yeah.
we gotta watch out for those heroes.
Definitely. I mean, it's good versus Timbersaw, and like always anyway. So, wait, what am I saying? Yeah, what am I saying?
I don't know what
Ignore
I'm
me.
saying.
oh, you're good.
You're
You're good. Just
ETS Fox.
stop talking for a second.
Stumbling over your words. It happens. We've all been there.
EG's
I was like, wait a
Okay.
minute. So ET ban. That one's just kind of random. I feel like, but
He's like one of the best 4s,
It's
probably.
all
in the
good. They're
whole
setting
global.
up for their heroes.
Well,
10
EG will
seconds remaining.
see if they have any other tells with their next upcoming ban. Timbersaw
5
Rubik doesn't
seconds
really
remaining.
give you a whole lot of info as far as
Morphling looking stronger.
Alchemist got to go.
They banned the AA and the Alchemist.
they banned both.
The real mind games begin. Well, then they've lost that hero every time they play.
Can Faceless weasel in a Oracle for themselves, or is it Oracle Rubik not really a good support duo to have? I only, obviously, for the obvious reasons, Oracle for the Batrider.
Not a huge fan of it, especially in a game like this up against the Warlock. Prefer something with a little more lockdown that could, if the game does turn kind of into that split push thing, or if they want to push, they need heroes that will do that. I don't know if Oracle, Rubik are the greatest heroes to push up against this Batrider.
I think NP actually tried Rubik Oracle against EG in one of the qualifiers, and it just didn't end up well. And there you go, Disruptor.
Yeah, more team fight.
More team fight.
Disruptor.
More catch.
We saw a lot of ridiculous plays by Lil and Virtus Pro yesterday with the hero.
Lil and Solo, I think, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
they handed off to each other, and they both had a pretty damn good game. So now you have that ridiculous ability to be able to dictate positioning and catch people off guard or send them back to base. And the extra crowd control and lockdown, they have some ridiculous good team fight already bulking up. We'll see what EG go for in their 3rd pick.
Reserve time.
Against Disruptor, I've always been a big fan of Omni Knight and Vengeful Spirit. But Omni Knight versus Rubik isn't a great option. It just gives Rubik an opportunity to steal a bunch of great spells. And I don't know if they would go Venge.
What about something carry-wise right here, like a lifesteal or a Juggernaut? No,
they're not going to pick their carry. I think this is, you see, so the thing is you've seen both of Faceless as support, so this gives you an opportunity to pick a support that can do well versus both of these. And I think Enchantress could be a pretty good option. Rubik and Disruptor can not really deal with a Chen or Enchantress creep, so you could throw that in a lane, and you can win. You can help Batrider win his lane.
Kind of like how we saw VP do it.
Exactly how we saw VP do it.
Definitely have to agree with you. The Enchantress does seem pretty damn nice here.
It's something that EG hasn't really gone to too much, though.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I've seen Zai play. I think I've seen him play Chen once in an official, and I don't know. We played it a bit at TI6, so I know they can definitely do it. Zai and I were both practicing, or I think I was the one playing Chen, but we both were playing Enchantress, so he can definitely get it done.
I remember you playing Enchantress and him playing the 4-position Ursa, TI4.
Yeah, that was the golden days.
But here and now, EG going through their reserve time now, thinking about what they might want to get for that crafty little 4-position here.
A lot of time.
Sometimes silence is
Yeah, using a
golden,
lot of time.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
Pudge.
EG Pudge.
Wait a
That's
minute.
something we see them go for too often.
Pudge is, I didn't think about Pudge. That's another.
Kind of like Avenge, right?
Yeah, kind of like Avenge.
No, that's
but
because
you don't suicide.
Yeah.
Don't you remember,
Exactly.
Peter? You actually asked Zai about
I
Pudge.
literally asked
and
Zai, I
he
was
said
like-
he would not play Pudge.
So maybe Crit's playing Pudge.
Or maybe it's a Sumail middle Pudge.
I've seen Crit play a lot of Pudge,
10
and
seconds
it's not a
remaining.
Sumail Pudge.
It's
Sumail,
not.
Sumail
Dude,
literally,
Pudge-
Sumail asks for Pudge every game, though, to be completely honest. But
Pudge
he's
versus
not
Timber?
playing it.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, not a great matchup.
Not the best.
But I like it. It's good. It's definitely good versus this Disruptor.
Yeah.
Perhaps even better than the Venge. Just make sure you cover your hook so Rubik doesn't get it.
So Zai said he would play a support Drow and not play a Pudge.
Yeah.
Maybe he knew we were going to tell it. And
He's just trolling us, that little
Faceless
bugger.
mind gamed. Okay.
They go for the Black Slark. Usually one of their staple picks for him. Usually they kind of save it for last, but I guess they want to hide their offlaner still.
Lifestealer's no good.
10 seconds.
What matches
remaining.
well up against Disruptor and Slark? That's the real question.
5
Because now you
seconds
want to pick
remaining.
your carry, or well, you have to do both your picks here. So you just want to
Sven's okay,
You wanna
right?
pick the one that they think they might ban. Sven is, I like Sven.
Oh, no.
It can work. BKB heroes.
BKB heroes
Very
definitely.
nice.
Okay.
Anti-mage.
That's
They
Dire
dare pick an
team
anti-mage
back.
against Black? Anti-mage
Into it.
himself?
to Disruptor and stuff. It's a little bit of a hard game, but they're just going for like having this split up. They don't have it's just really Disruptor to catch him.
It's definitely probably the best carry against Slark. Right.
Yeah, just to match up for sure.
Doesn't match up too well versus
EG's
Disruptor, but
turn to ban.
definitely counters the Slark, and that's kind of the philosophy that we instilled when we were drafting at TI6. Is you see their carry, that's when you can pick your carry. You see their supports, that's when you pick your supports. And when you're a first pick like EG is, you don't have that last pick. So
10 seconds
what Faceless needs to
remaining.
do is they need to pick a mid hero that's going to counter all of EG's heroes and is going to win them the game.
5
And
seconds
EG wants to use this last ban to eliminate that hero that Faceless might want. Think like, what hero
Reserve
could
time.
Faceless possibly pick right now that is going to win them the game?
Who's gonna bring everything together, kind of? for them?
Exactly. Like, what is the hero we fear the most? Because they have to do the next pick, and Juggernaut, maybe some pushing is where they think they might
turn to
have a
pick.
problem.
I'm
And
trying to think what.
maybe they're going to pick a mid laner here that struggles against Juggernaut. Maybe an Invoker for Sumail.
Gives them good team fight, around everything else, just to benefit
10
from the fatal
seconds
bonds, and gives them
remaining.
damage, which they're kind of lacking right now in a team fight, for sure.
5 seconds
Poker
remaining.
looks pretty decent. They don't have too much time though. They're only 15 seconds.
Reserve time.
Yeah, it's hard to say. A lot of the
10
signature
seconds
Sumail heroes
remaining.
are heavy mobility and something that would get shut down by like a Disruptor, let's say. But Mirana going to be the
Dire team
grab
pick.
here now. We have seen Sumail play Mirana.
Not the
Couple
greatest
times.
versus Disruptor and Rubik, right?
Definitely not the greatest, but you have a lot of magic damage burst and everything for the Timbersaw throughout all the stages. He has decent survivability, in lane phase as well. Obviously he's
10
gonna be able to do just
If
fine.
he lands somehow an arrow in the mid lane, Pudge is an
Arrow
easy hook
hook.
follow-up, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Those lockdown if
I don't know.
the
Not a
skill
fan.
shot is there.
Not
I
crazy
didn't
about it.
think was
I don't love that pick.
Reserve
Yeah,
time.
we don't know. If we were a fly on the wall, we would. But they went through a lot of their time. I don't want to say it's something they had to kind of just settle on at the end. But
It's hard counter by Slark. I'm curious why they didn't want Invoker.
Now it's on Faceless here. Final pickup. You get to see the potential Mirana mid lane. And we were gauging that it was going to be possibly a Timber mid, or do you think that this is a
It's.
Timber?
I mean, it's still left open, kind of in a
up
way, but
against
usually.
up against Mirana, I think we'll probably see Timber mid.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's. I mean, Jebs tends to play it, but. Yes, PMS melee heroes in the mid lane.
And this is you're not throwing anything in your off lane. This is you're picking a jungler here, so I think Axe is pretty good. Oh, Slardar.
Slardar, okay.
Still jungle. Anyone can jungle with Iron Talon.
Slardar not the greatest jungler,
True.
to be completely honest.
You can get level 2 to 3
He might try and
on the
contest the
hard
off lane. Or they'll just go aggro. It's definitely a game where they could go aggro.
They could potentially go aggro. Yeah.
Slardar actually doesn't do too awful against Batrider. One of the better melees just because of Sprint being able to get away from the Batrider when he does Firefly. Oh yes.
These are actually incredible.
It's
Whoa.
time for
Look at
EG.
Sumail just killing Artur.
What?
EG versus Faceless. Let's enjoy it together, shall we?
Faceless
As we
did
get
not
underway.
look thrilled.
No, not really.
Black.
How dare they not be excited to take that picture?
Goofy pictures.
Some families just aren't excited.
Like that.
Everyone like EG.
It's gonna be a
They're
quick
probably
board.
just confused.
Yeah.
What are these guys doing to us? Why are we wearing these shirts?
Oh, he's got the armor pudge set. Look at him go.
That's the
He
gladiator
always
set.
uses that one.
Yeah.
He loves that one.
I actually recently saw a YouTube video of Zai Pudge giving some elite strategies to people, so I'm expecting big things.
Black gets the ward off behind that tier 1.
Could-
We saw the middle ward there as well.
Yeah, can we check out Slardar's items? I just want to see what his intentions
boots.
are.
Let's see if he's saving. Oh, he went for boots. Okay.
His intentions are to hang in the lane for now, it looks like.
He's gonna have a real rough time trying to lane up against Warlock,
Yeah.
especially with boots taking full damage from right clicks and.
Universe is ready since he's like, all right, I'm laning versus a Slark Disruptor, so I'm not going to lane. I'm just going to Iron Talon. Definitely appropriate.
30 seconds to battle.
And I'm sure Black will take every advantage he can of that lane. He is a PvE lord.
I like that mid ward that they placed though from the Rubik. Just able to watch if the Pudge is ever like sitting on the high ground or anything. Watch the positioning of the EG heroes.
So the interesting thing that we'll have to see is what Faceless does with their 2 supports. Having no one in the offlane for EG, there's not really a huge role for them. They can push the lane out with Slark and then pull that hard camp at 52, 53, and hard farm one of their supports there, but they don't want to put both of their supports there. So maybe someone will try to help out the offlane. Maybe someone will try to snipe a courier.
I would think Disruptor would benefit a lot from like the pull XP. He loves to get a lot of levels fast, get that glimpse online.
You did say initially they could aggro still, so right? So maybe the Slark's just going to chill while the other 2 supports just go, and it looks like maybe they kind of are, but...
So there, Brown's heading bottom. It is going to be a tri-lane bottom.
I mean, they went for the boots on the Slardar, which is a little weird, I guess, but...
EG knows what's up.
It's the Ice Nuts combo here.
And Universe is just running top now that he's seen that they're tri-laning aggressive.
Yep. Nice ward there.
But he's going to be behind, and Slark is one of the carries that can solo and do well against a Batrider. And especially with this head start of having that whole first wave and a 1 level advantage over Batrider, it might be a tough lane for Universe.
Yeah, and having like the Iron Talon, with just like 1 set of tangos definitely makes it.
Yeah, that's why it's tough to hard to commit to a jungler like that when you don't exactly know what the other team is doing. And they TP'd Zai at the very beginning of the game to plant that ward on the Roshan pit to hopefully see what Faceless was up to, but Faceless made a really smart rotation in bringing in both their supports back. Now they have the opportunity to win all 3 lanes.
We'll have to see if those are going to be the repercussions or not. Mid lane gets underway here. Sumail versus Jabs. We did say we were expecting the Timbersaw versus Mirana matchup here. We'll see if Sumail can hold his own in the lane, and who knows, with time to come, and Zai with a couple levels, maybe get that right angle in.
He wanted to arrow the archer.
Blasting down, the heavy XP, the range creep.
Should be a fairly even mid lane though.
Sumail knows this hero in mid lane so well. But that was very smart of Jabs to try and block that arrow from hitting the archer.
Range creeps are worth a lot more than anything else, and they already rotate Disruptor up top now. They got Slardar at least around almost level 3.
Definitely now going to become a bit more tricky here for Universe to get involved, but he managed to leech away from the pull camp a bit and get back to the grind where necessary as far as our bottom lane goes here. Still have Rubik, the lift crush combo, but with Zai and company nearby, there's not really any kill potential here for Faceless. Just eventual levels to come for Zai and opportunities to maybe get pickoffs. Looking for it.
Laning phase pretty even here. I think that Universe is probably the only one that has potential of dying.
Yeah, I think we'll have a fairly quiet early game this game for sure. Not any like natural rotations you can really see for either team.
Or Universe will just kill his Disruptor, as he often does. Ends up killing the support somehow.
One or the other. Universal, maybe.
The level 4 Flame Break. Don't see it coming. All of a sudden you're out of position.
We'll have to see. I mean, that seems to be the case. If a support was to misstep, we might see someone to be able to capitalize on it. But as the lanes are evenly matched up right now, everyone's kind of going to their own pace here. Sumail looking to open up with a few extra shots, but of course the armor.
It's actually starting to fall behind a bit from this Timbersaw. Jab's doing
right close to it.
Yeah.
Rush, there's the move forward. Just a couple of jabs in, but
Lifted the Pudge there to stop Pudge from hooking. Yep. Pretty smart. It was out of range, but still a good idea.
And bottle crawling continues here, but they're not done yet. They're moving in once more. Fatal Bonds are already out. There's a jump in. Arteezy thinks there's potential for a kill, but he gets the crush off, and now Slaughter has to head all the way back. Leaves
time to die to Mr. Roshan.
Time to die to Roche, yep. Suicides.
Watch the Fatal.
Watch the Fatal.
Got it. Goodness. So, still a win there for EG. Sends Slaughter packing, and he's going to have to take the trip all the way back.
In your face. Timbersaw, so much fun.
Oh! Nice snag. Zai pulls him right to the
You got a haste rune.
Up to the cliff.
Oh!
Gets him up there.
Oh,
He is stranded. Does he have a TP? Does he have anything? Yes, he does.
Here comes Ice Ice once.
Crush from below. Not going to happen. But hey, Zai has to take a long trip all the way back and will not get the kill.
That's so
rough. It gives away your ward too.
Yeah, nice attempt though. I thought he had him.
I thought he had him as well. That was very nice play by the Rubik, putting him up there. Haste rune, he was definitely going to go down too.
And I want to say they had updated or whatever, where it's a little more sensitive on where you can get them up on that cliff now. There's only more selective spots.
Yep.
It's not as easy as it used to be.
It used to be you just like throw him past the cliff and it would like 99% time do it. Now it's like a little bit more difficult for sure.
Zai gets to remain in the dark though, and is trying to make an appearance maybe at a different lane. He's floating around mid right now. I think Timbersaw is a
Zai is playing the Pudge.
easy target.
Yeah, he's playing Pudge, dude.
It's on the Warlock. He lied to us.
He's a liar. Wanted to make you look dumb.
Here we go. This
Didn't
is
work.
Best chance. Is he gonna throw the hook? Pretty rough kill.
It's pretty tanky with the ranger up, but if they get him under tower, play good arrow, it should be possible.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe with a third to TP in could be something special here. There's our CS breadwinner right now. Black on Slark. Looks like he's got 36 and 7 CS. The next closest is that Timbersaw in the mid lane. Arteezy is sliding up, but Black is still ahead of him by just about 10 CS right now. You know, didn't have to lane shift at the start of this one. It was focused the whole way through. So he's getting the better of the grind right now. We have yet to see our first blood. Just a very disciplined laning phase from both sides, only with a little bit of footsie play here and there. Nothing too serious.
Yep. Bottom lane is almost impossible to kill. We saw Arteezy, he would try to blink in front of the Slaughter, but now that spread gives you phasing, it's almost impossible to hook on that lane.
Yeah, you can't body block him.
What a silly change.
What a good change. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like they're going to try and defend this tier 1 tower.
Alright,
Alright, first battle.
Here we go, baby. You were hyped for EG and Faceless.
Arcane rune on Timbersaw.
Are we going to see it now? They're making a move. Universe is too far away. Swing and a miss from Faceless on this one. That's still very heavily invested, taking out the creeps from behind the tower. EG not having any of it, though.
They committed 4 up top for that push, and they're already like, huh, guess we're not taking this tower. Just move away.
Timbersaw can just park behind it, but here comes Sumail and Zai.
Right from behind with the smoke. Black's in the neighborhood, but they're keeping by the river. Now he's going to be heading on down. They show themselves.
He's out.
He jumps right up and over. Hook comes up just a bit shy. Black will be able to make it away. That's been the theme of the game so far.
Nope. That hook, you got a 1 out of 3. He's going left, going right, or he's still middle.
Yeah.
So
solid effort.
It's pretty ridiculous how hard to kill most of these heroes are. Unless like they set up properly, like Anti-Mage, Mirana,
It's like
Slark, Timbersaw.
they're tanky, or they have like a stun, or they have like mobility to get away. It's tough.
They all have a getaway.
Classic
ability.
hook. Oh,
Almost.
that's
Get
a
it,
hook.
Dave.
Since Dota 1, the hook has been thrown, but this time will not get the catch.
Want to save your good hooks for late game anyways.
It's true.
You gotta warm up.
Late game hooks are going to be the game winners.
eHome's game, Landon played Pudge, and he
Oh,
did
yeah.
not land the hooks until he got the Aether Lens online.
That's when they won.
I think they lost.
they
that
didn't.
game.
Well, I lost that. Well, I was talking about the one.
Well, they were, it was a
last
moral,
land.
it was
At
a
the
moral,
last
it was a
land.
moral victory, I guess.
Yeah, it's great
Getting the
though.
hooks
I
finally.
wasn't- All right, y'all are making me mad now. Won't like me when I'm mad.
So that happens when you get called out.
You can call it the casters, just don't call it the players, okay?
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, looks like they're just taking top.
Oh, here we go. Lasso, pull back. Universe
Universe.
gets his ult, puts it to work. Bottom lane, Arteezy's going to pick it up with the ulti.
I think he went around the right side. And Sarda had no mana, so was able to grab him.
Definitely found some route.
No mana for Crush.
You only had Tranquils, you just used that movement speed to get him in there.
And I like how when they committed for the 3 bottom to get that kill, Zai was already up top getting experience defending the tower.
Boom, there it is, our first kill, EG. Up and ahead.
Oh, what? Just chilling.
Acknowledge the chicken, but still just continuing to both find their own in the mid lane, as Black has now opted to move into the jungle. So that means that it looks like Disruptor will get a little bit of me time in the lane.
Very
Moving
even,
forward.
except Barretter's way ahead of Slardar.
Yeah, I was about to say Faceless definitely. They put a little bit of, they contributed a bit to try to help the Slaughter's lane, and he's not having a great start. So it's a bit, not too worrisome, but a little bit worrisome for Faceless, at least in Ice's department.
Saw Zai hanging there, hoping that maybe the Disruptor can get hooked under the tower, but that's not happening. As
It's gonna be
Disruptor.
Up to Black to make some action for Faceless this game.
You think when they made Iron Talon, they made it, I mean, you think the offlanes are going to do you think they were going to think a lot of these hard carries were going to pick it up, just go to the jungle after 6 minutes and never die kind of thing? Like, is that its purpose?
I don't know. Stopped thinking about why certain items came into the game a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Smoke here from EG.
Oh, this should be.
Universe and Zai looking to lamp the shots right now. Nuts is a running, drops a kinetic
Oh,
field. The break means the hook is not going to connect. I mean, it's hard to read if it was going to connect regardless, but nonetheless, they're not going to get the snag, and now it's turning onto them. Jump in comes out from Jabs, gets some good burst onto Zai while they go for Universe. Telekinesis pull back right now. Connect's going to be dropped, and they burst him down. Faceless going to be able to even things up 1-1.
That was a smoke committed from EG and went the opposite way.
That was strange, because it looked like that
Oh.
flame break should have pushed us.
Oh.
So this just in, gentlemen, we didn't get to catch it, but apparently Slardar lost his Tranquil boots when he got lassoed bottom.
So that is why he does not have boots, and that is why he is so
Aha.
poor. It all makes sense now.
When we caught down there, we saw the lasso in play, and we saw him get taken apart, but did not notice his shoes were missing from his no feet.
That must, yeah, he was definitely on the right side though.
I thought
have
he
to put
had
your
more.
boots
That
He
on
way.
must have
for
ate
me.
him, I think is what I
Yikes.
heard. But for now, has to go back from scratch. That's even more devastating now.
At least he's got good levels.
Explains why he struggled.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense why his net worth was so low. Yeah, well, derp.
It's like a lot rotating bottom here for EG.
Jump in from Arteezy now, trying to make Slar's life even worse. Look at that. He gets the crush off, but allows Zai to just scoot on in there. Arteezy, though, does have to keep his distance. Gets off the void, gets the kill.
That was a bait blink.
And with that, he scores another one. He's 2 of the 3 kills for EG right now as they pull ahead 3-1. Now we're seeing the action begin to develop here. We have level 6s coming online and first items rolling on in, and they're ready to use them.
Disruptor level 6, about to smoke up.
Board spotted.
Get that ward. Hook him.
Go for the
Oh,
glimpse.
oh.
Yeah.
Nice pullback with the static sword. Zai is done for.
Don't even have to waste smoke for that.
Yeah, they did have to commit this. Oh, I don't think they had to commit the static stone, but they did. So that's actually kind of decent for support. You know, 90 seconds, not the biggest worry when you're anti-mage now.
Not so bad. Still gonna try to make something happen here.
Yep.
You could definitely still kill anti-mage with level 3 glimpse.
Yeah.
Oh, Crit's about to eat this
Oh,
gang too.
he's got Chaotic Offering. Does he feel it's necessary to use here? I think he might get caught alone, and he'll just have to take the sacrifice here, and it looks like that will be the case. Forces him backing away from the
Go.
bottom lane. He's still alive.
Make
Got
him work
heal.
for it. Make him work for it.
Sweat it out, boy.
Oh,
Dodges the chakram. He's really making the space, but finally they glimpse him right back
See ya.
and send him to the afterlife. Okay. Dang, Crit really extended that one quite a bit. TP in and into an arrow from Sumail. Hits him with a Star Storm and a beautiful
got him.
pullback. Zai gets it done.
And the tower.
That's huge.
All right.
That was definitely a big.
Because Timber hadn't been pressured all game and he just dies instantly right there, and they get a free tower.
And magic damage.
Insane.
Magic Deeps. Sumail not pulling quite far ahead of that Timber with that. 1700.
That was pretty sick.
The
And it
surround.
doesn't stop. They
Found
move
him.
right around Nuts.
They want two
And he's
here.
down for good. Can he get the second sword? Oh, he happens to sidestep almost into that one. Zai takes advantage of it, pulls him back, and now they're up 6-3. EG on a tear now in the past like 3 minutes. And Arteezy's feeling confident enough to just bully Black back.
I think Black should be pretty close to that Shadow Blade now.
Got a lot of items to like lead up to it.
Yeah, he did.
You got the
Aquila,
Aquila and
full
treads.
wand,
Yeah. Full treads.
full treads,
A
yeah.
lot of times you just see Aquila, brown boots right into it with the Iron Helm.
But it's coming. He's going to be even stronger when he gets that Shadow Blade. It's just going to come a little bit later.
Notice Zai's been hitting hooks when he's not getting help at all. Like he just hits him better without the flame break, without the arrow. He's just hitting him by himself right now. Sometimes you're just that player.
Sometimes you're just feeling it.
Yep. Tell your team stop doing anything. I got it.
I'm sure that's what Zai says.
Let me hook first.
I got it. There's a Shadow Blade, along with all those other items. 13 minutes, pretty good.
Where's he go? Who's his kill?
Who is his kill here?
They want to
Warlock?
pressure Arteezy, but
I think Mirana is probably the kill.
Yep, it's a big kill.
Disruptor set up top. Shadow Blade's not quite there yet. And
Find
Crit's
him.
actually in position already for this.
Yeah. The second he makes that kind of a jump,
They got the
Dwayne
Warlock
Johnson,
rock.
the Rock, will fly from above and hit him up with that people's elbow. Timbersaw, looks like Bloodstone is underway here. He hasn't really very too much away from this mid lane. Is there a point that he needs to kind of attune with Black and being able to kind of, shed some blood, move around?
He's kind of been moving a little. The kills kind of just came to him in the river when they smoked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should probably just go for pressuring a tower eventually. Maybe work around with the vision the Slark's able to give.
Here we go.
Right onto Arteezy. A Stack Storm, Kinetic Field. He has nowhere to run, and he'll be taken down. Zai's there trying to get him with a hook, but unfortunately it's a touch too late. But now they're moving forward here, trying to get a setup. Is the Rock coming in? There's Crit. Black walks right past him. They'll have to settle for Nuts. Black comes in from behind. A TP is rotating. Flame Break bump back, Rot, and they'll get the finish. That's Disruptor down. Black pounce, miss. That'll be the end of it. It's still Arteezy, though, in exchange for that Disruptor, and Faceless also getting a bottom tier 1.
Slardar starting to farm more. If he didn't have to rebuy his boots, he'd probably have his blink.
Yeah, I think he would, yeah.
So,
He'd actually be in a really good spot.
but that's another tool of initiation for Faceless. And Slardar is actually, he's considered an anti-carry, so he matches up relatively well against anti-mage throughout the entire game.
Yeah, very good versus the Moonlight Shadow and stuff as later stages, and always gives you the vision for glimpses.
I think Sumail has the sack.
Link in bottom lane. The second universe arrives. Mana Void will be there, but can they get the finish? Slardar gets off a crush, but with the bonds on out, it's not set for this one.
Rubik steals Mana Void, doesn't actually do that much.
That delays the Blink Dagger even further for poor Slardar.
Just an interrupt, right?
Yeah, and now Mirana definitely is flying the Ags, I believe. That's going to be rough, and she has a lot of items as well, not just the Ags. Phase Boots and Quillo.
Gives away the ward.
I don't think they saw him throw the hook, and now they do. They ping it.
Now we've seen Sumail Mirana in the past a couple of times here. In a particular way he should itemize for this game. Of course, we know that the Ags is cookie cutter at
that'd be
this
a big
point.
kill.
Ooh.
Nice.
Instantly.
And
But
the
they got the
center.
glimpse. The pullback.
I think-
Field's down. Hook.
Oh, nice
right with the lift.
That was a very well timed lift.
Ah.
I think Lincoln's is usually, it's pretty ideal this game just for the glimpse and the lift.
We've seen him go like heavy spellcaster before,
Yeah.
E-Blade, Dagon I think even had on the
Did he
Mirana.
finish his boots yet, or does he still have brown boots?
Oh, he has
He has phase.
Phase,
And he
phase
has-
Ags, maybe Blink, and then maybe just Lincoln's.
Yeah.
Definitely a
think
Lincoln
Lincoln's
somewhere.
huge.
Definitely a Blink.
Yeah, both of the
Somewhere.
definitely good suits for him this game.
With the Ags already on, the farm will come
And
much
probably
faster.
towards E-Blade.
Universe has the blink dagger on bat now, so.
Yeah, we saw him already get that sweet kill bottom lane with it.
The one nice thing right now for Faceless, I guess EG does too, they have a couple wards down, but Faceless has very good vision and ideas of what EG is doing around the map right now with the wards they've placed.
Yeah, vision game is a little bit lacking for EG, and playing against Slark is very difficult to get deep wards.
Yeah.
So they will probably have the vision advantage throughout the game, especially at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
EG's going to want to fight during the day with this Bat Rider.
Imagine Lasso's up now. It's daytime here. EG's mostly migrating up towards the top lane, it looks like. There's still a tier 1 standing, so maybe looking to take a fight / just get it pushed down. All Faceless here.
There's the Battle Fury.
Yep. Decent timing. A little bit behind probably what he wanted since he already has 2 kills in that laning phase, but he did die once, so it set him back up quite a bit.
Bloodstone also going to be online now for Jabs, so we'll see if he's going to be able to break up the charges fast as they're breaking through this tier 1. Looks like a trade possibly, but EG could be coming in now. Moonlight Shadow's already out.
Black got eyes on them.
Saw it, yeah.
They got to run back and away, but there is going to be the committed lasso right under a Static Storm. Commitment on forward. Rock's going to get dropped right now. In trouble. It looks like the Rubik could be going down, but he pops off the heel. Back and below. They run back for Black. Black is out. Pull back on Zai. Chaos Infused. Void is out. Not enough to get the finish. Only Universe the one to drop. Rubik will be next as the commitment's in. Oh, Yusumail leaps forward, gets hooked right back, but it doesn't matter.
Or the Timber Chain.
Yeah.
They will be able to still take him down as he's unable to make it away. Nice crush onto 2, and they're going to be getting the cleanup. EG, Sumail's going to get bursted, potentially apart right now. They'll get him finished, and now they look for more. Arteezy.
Oh, Sun missed.
Oh,
Bash
though is right there. Thunderstrike, he thinks he can get the Disruptor, gets 2 shots in, but he's still fine.
Zai's got the ult.
Uses it, but the glimpse back on Arteezy.
Uh-oh.
Not enough.
Oh, the plays.
Very nicely
so
done.
much outplay there.
That actually was, yeah, Ice missing that stun was pretty crucial there. And then using the glimpse on the anti-mage instead of waiting for the dismember actually kind of hurt them quite a lot there. Definitely a big gain there for EG.
Does Crit have one in upheaval? I'm surprised he let Fatal Bonds get stolen now. That's pretty big. That was a nice play too. Arteezy man avoided the Timber even though he wasn't missing that much mana to stop his Timber chain from killing Zai.
It was nice. It was really good though because Arteezy lived the entire duration of that fight, and the Timber Saw just picked up Bloodstone, lost charges, so huge win.
Super win point.
All dancing around those trees. Part of the reason why I wasn't able to get that crush in. So very crazy, chaotic fight on that one, but EG will walk away with the bigger win. 13-8. Black still holding top of the net worth here, as we see. He's recently picked up the Echo Saber and now has about 1k gold saved up. He will reside in the EG jungle here, building up that economy.
Was Slark just out of mana when he ate the triple Starfall? Or did he just not have any cooldowns up?
He had nothing else up.
Ran out of HP.
Yeah, his Shadow Dance was blown already. His Shadow Blade was used.
Oh, mid lane.
Nice disruptor.
Nice hook.
Taken apart. Sumail also caught back into it here, but he's able to make the leap back and away, and Faceless do not want to pursue much further.
It is a bit hard for EG to fight without the rock in these situations.
Black moving in. Timber Chain. They're making chase for Zai here. Can they get him? He's trying to turn back, but the crush will follow him and take him down. 2 drop from EG on that one.
EG has like no team fight when
Rock's
Rock's down, especially with Bat Rider dead too. The lasso definitely adds a lot.
Yeah, it was definitely a keen moment for Faceless to actually just keep the aggression up since that was down, and they actually get a base ward off of that, I think. But I think it might have been spotted, but still, that's a pretty big deal if that one doesn't get countered up. This one though is definitely dead.
Axe finished now.
Yeah, Sumail does have it.
So both farming, Battle Fury for Anti-Mage and Axe for Mirana, so they're going to be farming a lot.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's enough room on the map for both of them.
Easy to push the waves back anytime Faceless are trying to kind of keep the pressure across the river, and yeah, lots of farm. We'll have to see if the supports can find any for themselves.
This is good. I like the itemization right now coming out for Faceless. The hood picked up on the Timber Saw, obviously for all the magic damage on EG.
Rush here.
Easy getting hit up
Grabs
a
the
bit.
bounty in front of him. There you go. But go back and away. The hook is on Black nearby. Black's looking to go for finish on Arteezy and gets it done. Now settles for Zai under his Shadow Dance. But now Sumail in play here. Nice jumping crush will stop him in his tracks. Black takes it to the high ground right now, and EG are going to have to disperse.
Nice positioning there from Black.
Chase potential on though. Amp damage. Blink and crush. Will catch Zai, but Universe is quickly there with the lasso. Not going to save Zai, but the rock comes down now from EG as they try to fight back with a big Fatal Bonds also going into play here. They might be able to get a connection. Black is stopped in his tracks. Sumail jumps in with a Starstorm and gets the job done, making it a 2-for-2 trade. Both will lose their precious cores, but the fight ain't done yet. Jumping on forward, Jabs is going to slice right through, and Exit through the back door. Arrow connects with him right in front of the creeps, but he's still got a posse nearby.
Universe lived there with like 1 HP as well. It was a very nice escape there for him. But they do lose a couple heroes, but Black does, yeah. The beautiful arrow from Sumail catches him and changes everything up a bit.
Yeah, my one concern in this game is that the EG, like Mirana anti-mage cores are going to eat like all of the farm, and Universe isn't really going to be getting any farm unless they start kind of getting a lot of kills and winning team fights.
Well, like Slaughter already kind of has like everything he needs in a way, and the supports
Yeah, and
can kinda gain
Batrider
stuff.
would really like, you know, a BKB this game.
Yeah.
Or like another item.
Yeah, he doesn't have a 4-step yet either. If he
So, I mean,
wanted to hope to
he's-
get that.
He's decently farmed. 6k net worth is, you know, pretty substantial at 22 minutes for a Batrider, but I think this is might be where his items kind of plateau for quite a while.
Yeah.
And what about for the Pudge? I mean, Aether Lens, I think. If you at least just get that, are you content with that for moving forward? Because
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
him too, it's going to
pretty
be pretty
yeah.
sparse. Yeah,
You got your high ground defense
he's
pretty
close
much set
to
up.
it.
That.
He's good.
I think it's just nice for him to be able to hook his teammates out of Disruptor Ult or Slardar stuns or Slark pounces, especially that Mirana who struggles with
Ice is
being
gonna
leashed.
be going for what, like a Midas probably, because he can't really farm anyone on the map. The supports are starting to get some. Rubik also picked up a blink just before, so that should make he has to, like Kurt has to actually watch out his timing with the rock, because it makes it much easier to steal when you have a blink on Rubik, and hook even actually.
Aegis on Slark is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's a big pickup
Oh,
here.
EG on route here, but going to be
fine.
coming just a bit late. Do they fall through with a fight, or are they going to
They
pull off
get
here?
They don't have rock. They don't ideally want to fight, but I don't know how long until it's up. It should be up relatively soon.
Postured up to see if maybe Faceless will move into the woods, but not going to be the case. And EG actually wrapping all the way down the bottom lane here.
What did we say the cooldown on Rock was?
35 seconds. Now.
Okay.
30. Yeah.
Probably don't want to fight with the smoke then.
It's kind of obvious. I think the lanes are all. No one's showing anywhere on the map at all. Faceless seems to know something's up. All of them grouping up now.
They're moving jungle, check out themselves.
Yeah, they let Black go forward first.
Ward and Sentry right there.
Damn.
Spotted. Level 16 now, so he's got that max Shadow Dance as well. Max Essence Shift as well.
And they'll casually fall through here. By now, Chaotic Offering will be up. Faceless have taken the initiative to move forward. They have that Aegis in hand, so feeling a bit confident. Black has spotted side just as he drops the sentry ward. He's going to get pounced on, hit up, blasted apart. He's out, no buyback, 44 seconds, while Faceless now already advancing through the bottom lane. Obviously, we'll have to double back to take care of a certain tier 2, which is still standing. So we'll take that for what it's worth and take the pick.
Ortiz is trying to find everything. He's just farming their jungle top, striking the pressure middle.
Faceless has pretty bad building hitters to Slark Timbersock for, so any towers that they can get like that one is huge for them.
Okay, Universe spots out a
He's gone.
little Slardar here. Okay, tries to look at
They definitely could just
committed Static Storm here. Nuts going for the TP, but obviously an arrow going to make connection here, and soon they'll make some pay. You take our Zai, we'll take 2 of yours.
Seemed like a bit of miscommunication, because Jabs had already like TP'd back, and then Ice like, went in pretty over aggressively. There wasn't anything
quick
to.
fingers from the Mirana as well.
Yeah, very quick fingers, but there's like not really much to gain there. You know, it's just like, oh, it's a kill instead of like a real objective or anything.
At the
So
base too, right?
a bit over aggressive there. But
Sometimes you just gotta let them know you're there.
yeah.
It's a warning. It's a warning. It's a warning feed. They're prepared to make low percentage plays, so you gotta look out for them.
Where's our Artillery after this, after he has Manta? Does he finish the Vlads, or he goes straight into...
He's not gonna go Vlads, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
Zai chomping away here as he's about to finish out that recipe. Grabs it now, so Aether Lens and much longer hooks online here for the Pudge. And as you already mentioned, will help quite a bit in their high ground defense if Faceless are able to continue their advancement. I imagine they eventually will want to make something out of this Aegis here.
Damn.
So is there a particular lane they should probably look to advance for, or just look for pickoffs?
They have to look for pickoffs. They can't really force towers.
Yeah.
Did Jabs just take that Tome of Knowledge?
Yeah, he did for his level 16.
already
Actually, he was
had
already
it.
16.
Yeah, he just boosted
just likes
Tome
to
Knowledge,
read,
man.
dude.
He
Messed up.
Oh, he
That's-
messed up. Oh, got an extra point of stats, so felt obligated. It's close to Shiva's too. He's quite well with this farm.
Terrible for Ortiz. He's
Very good here. Faceless
Could go
not really
Basher.
near.
Could go. Yeah, he could start working on his Abyssal, or
What about Lincoln's on him?
Black
Lincoln's
really
would be
close here. Mirana, Moonlight Shadows out. Black right in the middle of all of them. Pops off the pack, pounces away. Says that's not a good spot to be in.
Creeps are on him.
Yeah, something's going on here. We'll be able to take down the ward. And EG on the way back, dropping obs of their own. Dust comes out, but it looks like a bit shy. Rock gonna get dropped right on top of him now, and Arteezy makes his move and quickly takes out the Disruptor. No stack storm gonna be had while Zai in his own fisticuffs up and above with the Timber Saw down below. Sumail looking to make chase as they end up losing their Warlock. Universe gets the pullback for Jabs. Jabs will Timber Chain back and away here. They lose their support staff, so Faceless look to run. That's gonna be their Aegis, and they'll also take out Jabs. Now they wait, the return of Black. And hope to finish him off. He desperately tries to pounce out and away here. Sidestep the arrow, but he's able to make it out. Big fight for EG.
that
Nice
ward was
rock
huge.
initiative.
Could have just shot like a battle ward as they were retreating and had full vision of those 3 heroes, and
Is under attack.
very timed, very well executed team fight with that rock. Arteezy jumped on Disruptor, Manta blew him up before he got off any of his spells, and Rubik died instantly to Zai's hook and dismember combo.
Yeah, it's definitely a very well executed fight for EJ. That vision that they dropped right there was definitely massive.
Find out whatever item he got next.
Got Basher, right?
Basha.
Basher.
Doesn't want to show it yet though. And before the Basher's even there, jump in Crush. And Manta. But the glimpse is still there, it looks like. Doesn't matter nonetheless. They have a stack storm dropped on top of him. And now the Basha is going to be in the fountain waiting for him when he comes back.
Yep.
But Gem now picked up for Zai as they look to establish back a bit more control in the map vision here. And more time to bide. Now that Zai's off the playing field. Or sorry, Arteezy's off the playing field.
That's the thing. They don't, because they have a Slark. They don't have some like a Loon or anything. They could have just pushed bottom there, forced a buyback from A or something like that. Because they know Rock wasn't on cooldown either, but they don't. They just have to go back to farming.
Farming and fighting. Farming and fighting here. Faceless though, advancing past the river right now. It's looking more the same. Obviously, EG.
Slark headed for 4K gold.
Looks like you maybe saving for BKB, but
Is BKB the item?
is BKB the item? Yeah, maybe just a nice Scotty, right?
Scotty.
Scotty might be nice.
Yeah,
A little tank ability for that Mirana damage.
saving quite a lot, but
Sumail's almost got his E-Blade.
he don't need no protection. Just going straight.
That's the
Straight
Sumail
damage.
way. Forget defensive items. Might not even go Links, just go Dagon next.
Maybe.
Wouldn't be the first time we've seen someone do that. As now the E-Blade is complete. We'll see if that's going to be enough to rouse EG here. As Chaotic Offering Card is going to be coming back very soon. Can get this bottom lane pushed out and maybe make a new approach here. And go for some tier 2s. Create space. Maybe the next Roche. Who knows?
Yeah, next Roche will definitely be a big team fight for both sides.
Back to like a deja vu period of like the start of the game. They had a
Rubik's in
bunch of
trouble top.
fisticuffs there, but
He's in big trouble top. Backing off.
Medium trouble.
Medium trouble.
All right, he's
oh,
warming
now
back
he's
up to
now
big.
Now he's back up to
I think Slark bought something.
Red
on
alert
Courier
here.
as well too.
Oh.
the game sense.
He went
Samantha.
Lincoln's on Slark.
Yep, he did. Yeah.
Okay. Not bad, I guess.
Dire's top
Stops
tower
Mana Void,
is
which is
under
nice.
attack.
Yeah, Lasso, Mana Void.
Rubik is in there.
Yes.
Oh, what happens if
I
one
like how they
person
keep
just
facing
happens
him.
to walk in there? Ooh, okay.
Yeah, let's get take tower instead. Sick.
See, if this was an arena land, you'd hear the audience go, "Ooh, well, maybe we should go in the trees a bit more." Not here though. Rubik gets to hunker down in his little closet, and EG will not be the wiser.
I like
Yeah.
Lincoln's.
Yeah,
Definitely
safe.
helps him a lot in fights, but he's still dealing with a ton of AoE damage from the Mirana, the Starstorms. That's what has been killing him in previous fights.
It's gonna be nice for later on when there's like, I mean, now that there's the E-Blade and then there's gonna be the Abyssal later on in Artorial. You know,
That's true.
It'll help a bit.
Yeah.
Prepping for later stages already.
Do you think Arteezy finishes Abyssal here, or does he head back for BKB?
That's a good
Maybe
question.
just wait for the next like whatever happens in the next fight. If he gets like a huge burst of gold, maybe he'll just go for the Abyssal. If not, maybe he just goes back for BKB.
Here we
They've
go.
been
They
able to
smoke,
take
they
out the
see him.
Disruptor first, so
He broke this. He didn't break everybody, but he broke enough.
Broke 2.
Enough to know.
They're still moving up though. Maybe try to get some deep jungle.
He's just gonna go for the abyssal now. It seems.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they've been able to. Maybe once or twice we've seen him ganked out with the Static Storm, but when the fights break out, they've been pretty good at just taking the Disruptor out of the equation right away. So I don't know if that has any say in the matter or not, but nonetheless, the Abyssals are coming.
We hear Moran ult.
And so
Shadows
is EG.
coming.
Oh, they see him.
And now the lasso connection, a pullback for Jabs here. Can they burst down the Mighty Machine? It's going to be able to Timber Chain on the side. Well, Zai gets a nice grab for the Slardar. Crush is off, but he can't make it away from the rock, so he's going to be going down. Jabs as well. They get a good connection with the Chaotic Offering. Slows down Faceless as he tries to make a retreat. He will not be able to make it out. Faceless lose 2 and could be losing more. Zai will not get the connection with the hook, but it doesn't matter. Arteezy will clean things up with the help of the Manta. And they get 3. Black's alive, so is the Rubik, but they cannot defend this tier 2, and the approach is coming to the high ground. There are buybacks online for both the Disruptor and the Slardar, but Jabs will have to wait it out.
I think it was just for Universe, like, even
nice
though it was a Timber side, he just wanted to start the fight. Like, even
They
though
like-
they grabbed the worst target, they just want to start it.
It's like a double initiation. It looks
Yeah.
like Zai got the hook on the Slardar, and Universe went in on
Oh,
Timber
nice!
Saw. Nice
Quick
snipe
hit
there.
and run.
2 buybacks now for Faceless.
They just need to get out. The Universe is going to go down for it.
We'll pay the price here. Ice also in there with the crush, but he's going to be dodging the hook. Nuts
The
on the
upheaval.
inside. Can't even
my
get
goodness.
away from the molasses
smoke.
feel of this upheaval, but nice dodges under the cover of the smoke and rushes out through his own front door here. Him and Black making chases
Alright,
to see
Gem.
if they can catch any
Yeah,
stragglers.
I think Gem was a much needed purchase. I think that's why they lost that last team fight so badly. They're just getting jumped.
Yeah.
And instead of being able to cast their spells, they're just kind of running away. And EG's chase is too strong with this Marana and Pudge and Batrider.
It's too like it's like really easy for EG to get those initiations off just because of like the daytime advantage, like you were mentioning, when they have the Batrider, and then just having like the super long range double initiator, like the Universe, Zai, and the Warlock. Easy to follow up.
Yeah, you get the lasso. Batrider Warlock has always been a great combo because you lasso someone and you pull them into your team, and then the enemy team tries to like go out and save that guy or go out and fight with him or support him in some way, and then they all just like group up into Warlock spells.
Yep.
EG's got a lot of gold. They got the middle tier 2 and middle tier 3.
Yeah,
3
Roshan
kills.
just went the way of Faceless though, so that's going to give them a little bit of bonus in the next team fight. But Anti-Mage is approaching
Critical
very
mass.
scary levels.
Yeah. Universe also going to be having a BKB kind of soon, so he's doing quite alright with that minimal amount of farm that there is for him to get out of non-team fights.
Yeah, he's definitely not farming creeps.
Yeah,
but
not creeps, just heroes.
team fights are going his way, and we mentioned that one top fight he managed to survive.
Yeah.
Super.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Black leading out the charge. The jumping
Oh,
from
big
Ice.
blink.
Swing and a miss. Nice blink reaction comes out from EG, and now the Moonlight Shadow goes out. Jumping from Universe gets the pull back. Can he get the Ice Ice kill? Doesn't seem to be so. Jabs moving in, trying to get Arteezy on the back inside. They're able to take out the Warlock. It's a support apiece right now.
Slardar.
Oh, the flame break.
The flame break damage.
Nice arrow on the Black, but
That's
the
Aegis.
follow-up will be there. Zai doesn't have the hook, and he'll be able to walk out.
He's that blink reaction so quick.
Twice now.
Yeah.
Sumail is... He's a young gun.
They like know it's coming though. It's like he does it, and Universe just instantly blinks and lassos as soon as he Sumail blinks out. So it's like they almost know that these moves are coming from Faceless already.
Slardar a great target for Batrider to go on.
Yeah. Mess up the whole initiation. They don't have, since Slardar has like such a low cooldown stun, he's able to reinitiate multiple times. They're not able to do that every single time that they get the jump on him.
They steal Blink. Rubik steals Blink, so you
Ah,
chase him
not
down.
going to catch the pounce. Zed catches himself into a hook. Zai, though, is actually the one in trouble now, but he's going to get saved. Nice arrow comes in from Sumail, and now they make the jump on the Black and hit him with an Abyssal Blade. He's going to be taken out. Of course, that's just his Aegis. They wait a second life.
Slardar's still down. They know they can just kill him.
Just right-click him apart, and he's not going to be able to make it away. No Lincolns or nothing's going to save you. Bump back, and then the finish comes on through. Universe will get the nod on that one.
That was a gem as well. It's a very big kill.
Smell Marana. Something
Sumail
else.
Marana.
Nice little arrow right up the staircase there and connects on the Black, saving Zai, earning them the kill. Very nicely done.
Didn't love the pick, but he's making it work.
Yeah.
He's
Certainly
killing it.
is.
Gonna go. Looks like he's gonna go back for that Lincoln's just to be a bit safe. Gives
You
you
gotta
mana regen as well and everything too.
It might be a totally different game if you didn't get those like leaps and blinks off before
Yeah.
the Slardar
Oh, yeah.
stuns.
Ice
Now-
is having a bit of a rough time trying to get the initiation just because of the reaction time from EG.
It's the saddest rack tanking ever. 37 minutes, just AM hitting him.
Slowly but surely.
That'll be the first rack stake now. Faceless not looking to tap out. Now they're down but not out. And EG can roll on back here with some.
There's always game 2.
There's always game 2. Always game 2.
I mean, where did the AM and Mirana haven't died in the last like 3 team fights?
Yeah, they
Pretty
keep
rough.
surviving. And like Peter mentioned, like Faceless doesn't have any natural base hitters, so it's like in order to actually do anything, they have to completely win a massive team fight in order to really gain anything.
Yeah, if you don't kill Arteezy, you can just go split push something.
Yeah.
Especially with the Iraq's taken now, it's almost impossible.
And it looks like he could be inching in here for a butterfly soon enough, and I don't imagine any MKB on the docket soon here for Faceless. That's a tier 2 down. I think that's the last outer tower. So Faceless now going to be potentially
New gem.
choked
New
out
gem.
at this point.
Can't lose the gem here.
Oh, Black trying to go from
Night
behind,
time.
but Universe has already made his move. A pull back into an arrow for Jabs. He is stunned and unlocked. Black comes in from behind though, looking to get the burst and gets the finish onto the Warlock. Buyback comes out from Jabs and Faceless look to fend off EG. Are EG going to look to straight up retreat?
he's
Zai
still
says so. Goes down below. Gets pulled back from his own hook, so Zai makes it away.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Mid lane.
Rubik did steal hook though.
Yeah, he did. Arteezy just farming still.
That's the end of it there. Buyback forced out for the Warlock takedown.
It's gonna be where they finally start a fight.
I
They
mean-
have hook now.
Yeah, they have hook, but the rock wasn't expended.
Yeah.
The Lasso should be up pretty shortly. I mean, it's a low cooldown once you're at level 16.
He hasn't used rock in either last 2 fights. He's been jumped on. He just uses upheaval.
Yeah.
I think he almost just doesn't want to use rock. He doesn't want to get stolen by Rubik. If he somehow just gives that up, could be the game changer. Can't get stolen if you don't use it.
But for now,
Lincoln's and 3K.
Yeah, he's loaded.
Zai got point booster here.
Zai's pretty rich as well. When did that happen?
They saved all the towers for late game, and it just adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
Rax
much.
give a lot of money now.
Rax money and just winning multiple team fights.
Potential axe in order for him. We'll have to see. Black is back on the grindstone though. 2K saved up here. Obviously, you gotta save a bit of that as your buyback burst, but Faceless could be a bit stunted right now.
Not sure if
Butterfly?
he wants to save buyback in a game like this. I think he needs all the help he can get.
Yeah.
Smoke, all
They need
5
damage.
bottom from Dire.
They definitely need damage.
EG are rolling through. Just south of them is Faceless here. They could cut him off on the way out. If they go straight to the lane, it looks like that may be the case here. As Faceless rolls straight back, they'll run right into EG, and Black's the one right in the front. They quickly pop his Lincolns, but he's going to be able to pounce down south. Arrow connection
again.
from Sumail. This guy is Robin Hood as they drop the rock right on top of it right now, and there will also be the stacks from Committed. On the outside, you can see Universe gets the pullback right now going for Jabs. Jabs, Timber Chains out and below, and Arteezy is going to help get the finish right there as they clean up the rest of the remains here. Faceless crumbling apart. Jabs will be the last one to take down. Black the only survivor, and EG going for the victory. They don't
they
need to
just
go
call it.
anywhere because it's already called. Faceless drop game 1. EG take it.
That was a cool game. It was like, I think that they just kept fighting each other, and I think the team that just played better won.
Yeah, I think that's really fair to say. I think Ice had a pretty rough start after he lost his Tranquil Boots and everything too. He got the blink afterwards on a pretty decent timing, but it seemed like he wasn't able to get any of the jumps off. It's like every time he went for it, he just got instantly like the blink dodge into counter initiation, and he almost like put himself into like more of harm's way than doing good.
Smell was too fast.
Yeah, way too quick.
Here we see EG.
Fast fingers.